Hey guys, Lauren here. I'm here to do an all signs reading for you all. We're going to do all 12 signs, energy check-in, weekend check-in, see how things are going pre full moon and Aries energy. I just wanted to show my face for a moment, say hi to all of you. Thank you so much for being here, for joining. Don't forget to hit that like if these readings resonate. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please hype the video if these are resonant messages for you. I really appreciate it. And yeah, don't forget to listen in to all of your signs, sun, moon, rising especially. Know that these are general collective messages. The storyline, sometimes the roles can be reversed if you hear anything in relationship to that during the reading. So place yourself how you see fit, and we're going to get started. Okay, welcome back. This is for Libra. As you saw, Libra, I have my coffee here with me. Let's see where we're going to go with this. Let's get some energy messages for our Libra, please, Spirit, for the weekend. What do they need to know? Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, right now, Libra, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. This is waxing crescent moon energy. So what's going on for the sign? Actually, I want to go with light seers today. What's going on for the sign of Libra, please, Spirit? Show us, Libra, the weekend energies. What can they expect this weekend? Messages leading us into the Aries full moon. What does Libra, sun, moon, or rising placements, what do they need to know right now? All right, Libra. Take a look at your energy for the weekend. Yeah, I can definitely see why have faith in your dreams has come up here. So listen, darling, this reading, it may or may not apply to you, but what we've got here is you showing up, male or female, you're showing up the Queen of Wands energy, very charismatic, ready to go for it, very excited about it. You're coming into your power. I feel like you're having a glow up, Libra, a glow up. So just know that as I prepare to say what I'm going to say. So this is your energy. You're having a glow up, right? And it has to do with healing. There's something here that you are healing and have resisted perhaps healing from. So Spirit is guiding you to have faith in your dreams. So what is it about your dreams that you have felt like was a wish come true that did not work out for you? Something that created a wound, created a tower moment from which you needed to heal. And where have you been giving too much to others, Libra? Where have you been giving too much to others? Because Spirit's directing you to pour into yourself, to really focus your energy this weekend on taking time for you, glowing up your energy, readjusting what you are working toward, what your wish fulfillment is. And maybe this is a weekend where you are really meant to gain some insight into how you're going to shift the energy for yourself. How are you going to rewrite the narrative on something that did not turn out to be that wish come true, that dream? And how are you going to create that healing, that love for yourself, right? I think that is the biggest message that we could take from this energy, this message for you, my dear Libras. So I hope that that helped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I will see you next time, Libras. Let's move on to Scorpio. You just jot down the time. Okay, Scorpio, let's get these picked up and tune into your energy. Welcome in, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know about the energies for this weekend, please? For Scorpios, what does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need in this moment, please, Spirit? Okay, and let's get a Moonology card. What does Scorpio need to know, please, Spirit? Show us clearly for our Scorpios. Scorpio, please, Spirit. Show us Scorpio, please. Scorpio, the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is full moon in Capricorn energy, so earth energy, something tangible that you've been working on building, growing, creating a legacy of. Perhaps the end of a tough cycle approaches. So let's take a look. Interesting that so many cards are coming out reversed. So we've got the Page of Cups here on the bottom of the deck for you, Scorpio. This is about this dream, this nostalgia, this visioning of something that truly speaks to your heart. That card stuck to my elbow. Something that truly speaks to your heart, a love that speaks to your heart, that meets your expectations. It almost feels to me like you're manifesting this. You're manifesting a love offer. You're manifesting opportunities that are truly aligned with you. Yeah. Something that feels to you like it's a wish come true, Scorpio. And where this is coming from is a place of feeling loss, a place of sadness, a place of really having been through the ringer in the past with your relationships and felt that feeling of scarcity within partnerships. And so this could be showing up on any level for you, right? Scorpio, it could be within friendships, business relationships, family, love, and intimate partners. I feel like this is more to do with love and intimate partners because we've got the Lovers in reverse here, which is about you. I almost feel like contemplating here what has not worked out well in the past. Where have either you not poured into the relationship, or where have you felt partners have fallen short in pouring into the relationship? And the end of a tough cycle approaches, which means something is being revealed to you, I believe. And it's probably different and on a timeline for all Scorpios. But what I feel here with the moon in reverse is that something that you didn't know, that wasn't seen to you or known to you, is now coming to the surface to be made aware of. Now, this could be your own internal process. This could be something within context of a relationship that comes into your awareness. Perhaps you're receiving actually communication or information or opportunities from someone else here with the Page of Cups. But to me, as I entered into your reading, Scorpio, I felt like this was very internal energy where you were feeling this way on your own, and something is coming to light that's been a long process. It's been a long time coming for you. And I feel like it's been coming to light since that Virgo, the last Virgo new moon solar eclipse, which was the last new moon, and this next Aries full moon that we are heading into. So know that something is coming to the surface. There are processes being worked through, and Spirit is basically guiding you through this weekend to be aware of what is drawing your heart energy, your conscious energy. Where are your daydreams going? Where are your thoughts going, your feelings going? What's coming to the surface, basically, that relates to any sense of loss or sadness, or not receiving, what you needed, any sense of loneliness or scarcity within the context of relationships. All right. Okay, Scorpio, I hope that helps you. That is the energy that Spirit is directing you towards this weekend. And we will see you next time. Let's move on to Sag. Let's take a look. Hey, Sagittarius, how are you doing? Just going to take a quick look at the cards because a lot of these are just going to go right back through them real quick. Sorry, Sag, welcome in. Make yourself comfortable. This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising. Just had a couple weird readings there, and yeah, these are all right side up for the most part. It's so interesting because the last two readings, they're coming out reversed when all of these are right side up. And I thought I had gone through the entire deck. So I'm just making sure. We're going to reshuffle for you, of course, darlings, but give me just a second to get these all situated again and we'll get going. So what we're going to do, Sag, is we're going to look into the energies that are coming up for you right now as we're heading into this next full moon in Aries that's going to be happening just after the weekend. So basically, we're looking at the weekend energies, what's on deck for you. All right, that process is now done. Do-do-do-do. All right, Spirit, show us Sagittarius, please. Show us the energies for Sag. What's coming up for them this weekend? What messages do you have for our Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Any significant Sagittarius placement? Show us Sag, please. What messages do you have about this weekend's energy for Sag? Where should they be directing their time, effort, attention? What's on deck for them as they're moving into this Aries full moon? Show us Sag, please. All right, Sag. Whew, okay. Well, something's coming along to shake things up and make things right and test your strength this weekend. Either it's already happened or it's going to be happening. We've got the Tower card, the Justice, and the Strength card. So all major arcana, 16, 11, and 8 could be of some kind of significance. Show us, Sag. Okay, so your Moonology card, Sagittarius, is Hold Your Vision. fixed moon energy. So something about your vision is being tested. Maybe you're receiving some shocking news or awareness. Maybe this is spirit warning you to brace yourself here. Okay, something's coming along to shake up the vision that you're holding in your mind. Now, this could pertain to anything, and you'll know best what this pertains to because you're going to already have an awareness. This is already going to be something in your consciousness, most likely. However, the Tower can be sudden shocks and surprises, so it can represent things that do come out of left field that suddenly happen. But I feel like this might be pertaining to something that you're already working with here because we have hold your vision. So what is going to be tested? Well, there's some sense of justice here, some truth potentially coming out, some karmic reckoning is what I'm trying to say, some balancing of karma, truth or justice, something going on where you want to make sure for yourself, the message from spirit is make sure you are walking in your truth right now, Sagittarius, holding your vision, staying true to your values, your belief system, your own inner conscience, your conscious self, the sense of your ethics, your values, your faith, your belief system, those higher guiding principles that are your guiding personal individual laws, if you will. This is sort of got this energy here that I'm feeling of you are perhaps going to be tested, Sagittarius, and it's almost like it's a spiritual test here. I feel like you might be leveling up your energy potentially, and this is maybe a test from the universe. What is your vibe now, right? How are you standing in your authenticity? Are you going to stand up for your beliefs in the face of some kind of a test, some kind of shocking revelation here? Can you hold strong and stand in your integrity, stand in your truth, summon your inner courage and power, willpower and strength to hold true to your own personal convictions? This has got kind of that vibe of reckoning with God energy. And it's something that's fast moving here with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. This is some kind of passionate, fast moving energy going from loss to a very tangible offer, very tangible opportunity and passionate new beginning that you really have clarity of what you want to build and grow. This has got legacy energy here. But I feel like the universe, something's coming along to test you this weekend. So just be on the lookout. That's going to be different for every one of you, obviously, Sagittarius. But yeah, stay on the right side of yourself, my dears. Stay on the right side of your belief system, and you are going to pass that test. All right. Let's move on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome in. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising. Any significant Capricorn placements? Let's see what energy is on deck for you this weekend. What does Spirit want you to know about the energy as we move into the Aries Full Moon? What messages, what's the energy scoop that Spirit wants to draw your awareness to for Capricorn, please? All right. We have got time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Time to breathe out. And it's a time for healing. Also wanted to pop out, Capricorn. So some kind of journey that you've been going through. There's been a time of change, right? A time of change for you. It's been difficult. It's tested your strength, your abilities, and Spirit's saying time to breathe out. You can relax now. You can rest. I'm hearing the worst is over, Capricorn. So the worst is over. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Show us Capricorn, please, Spirit, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What messages do you have for our beautiful Capricorns? Let's see. All right, Capricorn, we have 8 of Wands, something coming in hot. Coming in hot. But it's in reverse. Yeah, okay. So something's been stuck is actually what this is telling me here. So you on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, male or female. This could also represent a significant person in your life, but I'm feeling like this is your energy, Capricorn. Queen of Wands, very charismatic. Someone's magnetic. Someone's having a glow up. Someone is really poured into themselves, basically, been working on themselves. This is a new version of you, Capricorn, a new version of you. But it's felt like there's been something that has been stalled or it hasn't been moving forward. 8 of Wands in reverse is something not moving along. And then we have 8 of Pentacles. So 8 might be significant to you, Capricorn. The 8 of Pentacles is about what you are working on. What are you pouring your time, your energy, your effort into? What have you been really working to cultivate? And this could be on any level. It's just a tangible cultivation of something. Oftentimes, this is talking about our actual work that we do. But this could very well be, I'm feeling this. Yeah, okay. So I'm feeling like this is personal work. Yeah. Personal work that you have had to basically you've had some kind of judgment call in your life, where there was some kind of a judgment call about what makes you happy, what truly makes you happy. And that could be in the context of this chapter of your life. So what makes you happy now? And the judgment energy could be something has ended, a cycle has closed for you in some capacity of your life. There has been maybe a judgment call about a circumstance, a relationship, or a way of being, and it no longer fits. And it's something that you discover no longer fit you. And so there was that sense of stalling, right? That sense of having to really do the work and go through this process of discovering, who am I now? Who am I now? What do I want? 2 of Wands for the future. And then having to go in and be really wise and make head over heart decisions about what was really stressing you out, causing you anguish and pain, not serving you, not holding you properly in your life. And it's been through that process that you have shifted into this energy of Queen of Wands, Capricorn. And it has required that you really go into your own bubble, that you've been guarded in a beautifully protective way about your energy. You have really cultivated your own energy, and you're aware of energy that is being directed at you that's basically knocking you out of the vibration that you wish to hold, the space that you wish to be in, whether that's in a relationship, within yourself in general, within your life, within a work environment. Apply this how you see fit, but there's something that was not really moving. And Spirit wants you to take that pause to tell you that it is time to breathe out. You don't have to work so hard right now. Now's the time for you to take a rest. Allow this to integrate. Sit within your energy with pride. Sit within your energy and luxuriate this weekend if you can, because it feels as if you are being energetically primed for something after a transformation. All right, I hope that that was helpful for you, Capricorn. I will see you for your full moon reading. Until then, take care. Let's move on. We're going to move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let me just jot down your time. Hello, darlings. Welcome in, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Spirit, show me Aquarius, energy for Aquarius. For this weekend, what do they need to know as they're walking into this full moon and Aries energy for our Aquarians? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Show us Aquarius, please. What do they need to know for this weekend? All right, Aquarius, let's get you a Moonology card as well. Spirit, show us Aquarius, please, for the weekend. What messages may you have for them? What do they need to know about these messages today? Show us Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So let's see what commitment's being tested, Aquarius. Let's take a looky-loo. So weird. You saw me shuffle those cards really well and then cut the deck, right? Everybody saw that? So on camera, these are all similar cards to what Capricorn just got. These two in particular, they're in the same spots. This was the bottom of the deck. What do we have here? Bottom of the deck for you, King of Swords energy. So this is you in your power, male or female. This is you in your air sword energy, basically rising above, tuning into spirit, tuning into the signs, the communication around you, messages around you, taking a wise approach, and you're filtering all that information to make some kind of head over heart decision here. Something's testing your commitment. It does have to do with a Two of Cups situation. So we have King of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Wands, a Hierophant, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. So maybe some kind of an awareness about something that might have felt illusory, something that might have felt like you didn't have all the information. It could have even gone as far as feeling like a lie or a betrayal, or someone did something behind your back. I'm not sure here. Now, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but there is this, we've got this energy of two all over the place, two paths, two decisions, the desire to win at all cost, this energy of really you, Aquarius, getting right with yourself. The Hierophant is a higher level commitment. It's typically about your traditional values and what your divine path feels like, your soul path feels like. And we've got this very charismatic, fiery, kind of sexy energy coming through with the King of Wands. Then we have the Two of Cups, and then we've got the King of Swords. So, you know, male or female, this could be you having a choice between two partners. We do have the Queen of Wands out, so that would be a divine partnership, potentially. Potentially there's a choice here. There's another person that's coming into the picture. Maybe there's been another message, some information, something coming to light. Maybe it's testing a higher level of commitment that you have with someone here, Aquarius. So put yourself where you see fit. But what we've got on the deck for the energies of this weekend are Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So this is a very different reading, even though there's similar cards to Capricorn. This is Queen of Wands, I feel like, is you or someone you're attracted to. someone you're in a relationship with. So this is either yourself or another. Again, gender roles can be fluid in readings. The Queen of Wands is someone very attractive, very charismatic, someone who may have just gone through a glow up, or they're just in that beautiful magnetic energy, very bubbly, very fiery, again, very sexy energy here. And we've got, this choice here. King of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Swords. Your commitment is being tested. Eight of Pentacles. What's working on, or what's working for you? Where is it that you're pouring your time, energy, and effort? Is there a situation that looks like the grass might be greener somewhere? And it looks like you are being guided by Spirit here to go within and to really become Zen, really go into your own energy and become aware of the outside energies that might be influencing you, that might be testing you, getting clear on what is really in alignment with you and with that higher path of yours. All right, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful. We will see you next time, but that is the energy on deck for you of this weekend. Okay, let's tune in for the Pisces, for the water babies. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. We're taking a look at the energies of this weekend, the messages Spirit wants you to know as you head into the full moon in Aries. Let's take a look for Pisces. I had to pause that video really quick. Had people returning home. Let's take a look. Conclusions are within reach. Pisces, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So we had that Virgo lunar eclipse. The south node is directly across from Pisces on the nodal axis, and that was a month ago. So did something begin a month ago where now you're feeling conclusions are within reach? And then we also had two other cards fall out. I'm just going to read them for you, Pisces. Don't let the past hold you back. Yep, South Node in Virgo, which was the full moon eclipse energy. And also the answers that you need are coming. And that's Gemini energy. That's Mercurial energy. It's being of two minds, having a different perspective. Sometimes you consider that, your lower mind, your higher mind, or more like your shadow self, your ego self versus your, higher aspect of self or your soul self. So let's take a look. Spirit, show us Pisces, please. Sun, moon, rising. What energies are coming up for them this weekend? What do you want them to know? What are they working with as they move into this Aries full moon, beginning of next week? What does Pisces need to know? Show us clearly, please, for the Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Any significant Pisces placements? Let's take a look for you, darlings. All right, Pisces. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Magician, bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So Pisces, I feel like this is you and the King of Swords energy. So perhaps you are simply in this placement at this moment. This is regardless of gender. This is in a position of you are listening into the messages, which was kind of supported by that Gemini message that we had. The answers you need are coming. Well, this is you here looking and being open to receiving those answers. You're being open to receiving them from your guides, from the universe. You're listening into the signs, the synchronicities. You're listening into your higher aspect of self, and you're taking all of that information based on the information of kind of getting a new perspective, taking the higher ground here, in order to gain a new perspective over something that has to do with a brand new beginning in love, something that really speaks to your heart. So there's something to do with this Ace of Cups energy, this could be a brand new opportunity. This could also be a restart. Ace of Cups really represents the full potential of your heart energy, the full potential of your love to kind of go the distance, right? And so it looks like with the Four of Swords here in the central energy for the weekend, you're kind of in this objective position about what do I need to heal? What do I need to heal within me? How do I need to maybe go within to heal my heart space? So whether this is for a brand new opportunity or to reignite an opportunity that exists and give that opportunity a new passionate beginning, a new passionate love offer, there's some healing that needs to be done first with this Four of Swords. This is a very withdrawn energy. We go into the Four of Swords after we've experienced the Three of Swords, which is three swords stabbing us basically in our heart space or really hurting us deeply on some level that requires significant healing. And with the Magician here, we've got you manifesting. So you are going in, and I feel like what you're doing is you're evaluating here. You're evaluating what, how can you get unstuck? So I feel like you're manifesting movement towards healing. We've got the King of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Lovers, Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Justice, and the Tower. Yeah, it looks like what I'm seeing here is that you're really wanting to move on from the difficulties that might have come. There might have been some difficult truths to face. There might have been some karma to clear, to deal with, to move through. This is about a Three of Pentacles type of situation. So how can we all work together? How can we get along? Oftentimes this depicts a family unit. How can we work together as a team, basically collaborate, all be on the same page? And with the Page of Cups, to the Lovers, we've got, these visions of how can we come together, imagining, thinking back to the past, reminiscing, fantasizing even about what this kind of divine loving connection might be to you, but feeling also trapped, right? Feeling stuck, feeling like you're unable to move forward towards this passionate new beginning. And I think what Spirit is saying is that conclusions are within reach as you do this healing work and you manifest from this space of, I'm going to do what's right for everyone involved. I'm thinking of my own best interest, but I'm thinking of the best interest of everyone involved here. And I really feel, Pisces, that's where you are being directed and guided to work with this energy as you are moving into the Aries full moon energy. So what can you do for yourself to manifest getting unstuck, moving through some of the difficult healing that is still left in order to have a passionate new beginning? All right, let's move on to Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome in, Aries. Hello, hello. Let's get these cards shuffled for you, darlings. All right, Aries, we are taking a look at the energies of this weekend, what messages Spirit wants you to know or see or work with before you move into the energy of the Aries full moon, which is going to happen at the beginning of next week. So taking a look here, this could be really affecting you significantly depending on where your Aries placement is, if it's your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. So Aries, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hype up the video if these messages resonate with you. I truly and deeply appreciate it. All right, Aries, we have got emotions are running high here. Emotions are running high. This is full moon energy. This is actually super moon energy. So not only are they amplified running high like a full moon, but they are amplified even further, even more profound. So something really is coming up to the surface for you, Aries. Let's take a look. Spirit, show us Aries sun, moon, and rising signs. What's coming up for them in this energy right now, this weekend? What do our Aries, lovely little rams, what do they need to know as they move into the Aries full moon energy? What messages do you have for them? All right, Aries. Let's take a look for you, darlings. Oh, I wanted to jump. Okay. Emotions are running high. We've got the Page of Wands, followed by the Eight of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. So you've been thinking about going a different way. You've been visioning, planning for the future, wanting to find basically better pastures, a way out, the next direction. Maybe you're working on building that next chapter and really defining it for yourself right now. Let's take a look. Oops. Yeah, we've got Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Absolutely, Aries. This is you passionately wanting to create a legacy for yourself. This is about what do you want to nurture and grow for yourself. Pour your time, energy, and effort, your hard work into. So this is truly about you building your future. And emotions are running really high right now. Emotions are running really high right now. And this weekend, what we've got is the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and High Priestess. So incoming information, incoming messages, incoming communications could be fast, could be passionate, stirring something up, okay? But what's stirring up is not really able to be released. So there's going to be a sticking point, it feels like, that surfaces potentially this weekend for you, Aries. Something that might make you feel a little bit stuck. Or maybe it's going to create a situation where you feel like you don't know how to express yourself. And so it's got your emotions really running high. Maybe it fires you up, upsets you, angers you, right? But what it definitely does is it sends you within, into the High Priestess energy. And it's a guide, a message from Spirit for you to take a beat with that Eight of Wands in reverse. Sit down for a moment instead of having a fiery reaction or anything of that nature, needing to make a knee-jerk reaction. Spirit's actually saying, nope, you've got to pause, Aries. Go within, listen in, pray on it, tune into your higher aspect of self, call in wisdom if needed from your guides, from your angels, to keep you on the path that you are intending to travel to build towards in the future. This is a caution almost for you, Aries, of be careful of your words, your actions, your deeds this weekend, because it might really influence that path forward, okay? Two of Wands is about which direction are we headed. So it could be here that Spirit is throwing you out a caution sign saying emotions are super high this weekend. Be careful not to act rashly if you receive information, if something comes along and triggers you or something along those lines, because it could very well impact everything that you're really working to build and grow in terms of your legacy, the future, where you're pouring all your time, energy, and effort into. And Spirit might want you to just take a beat, really get right with yourself, get right with God, so to speak. Okay, Aries, that is your message for the weekend. Let's move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Let's see here. 13, 14. Taurus, welcome in. Welcome, Sun, Moon, Rising. Any significant Taurus placements? We're going to get your messages from Spirit for the weekend. We're going to see what you need to know going into this Aries full moon energy, what is on deck for you, and what energies you can work with this weekend. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a little love. Give me a thumbs up, hype that video if you're watching on a mobile device. All right, Taurus, take time to breathe out. The answers you need are coming. So take time to breathe out this weekend. Know that the answers are on their way. So let's tune into tarot. Let's see what tarot has for you, Taurus. So, Taurus, again, as I was saying, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start trying to do a few new things. We're going to try to play around with the algorithm a little bit as I am revamping and reigniting the channel. So I would certainly appreciate your love. Don't forget, don't forget is what I mean to say. Don't forget to listen into your other placements. Sun, Moon, and Rising to get more of the story. These are general collective messages. Take them as they resonate for you. Remember, roles can always be reversed. So flip it and switch it as you need, Taurus. Let's take a look. Take time to breathe out. The answers you need are coming. Okay, so this is pretty clear cut, darlings. Wow, King of Swords making a lot of appearances. A lot of air energy. I believe that's probably because the sun is in Libra, highlighting that air energy in the sky. King of Swords is actually typically associated with Aquarian energy, but male or female, this is the energy that you are kind of working with at the bottom of the deck. This is you taking a higher perspective, going to higher ground here, Taurus, about something that you are trying to basically figure out. Something that you've been searching for the answers, you've been searching for guidance, probably asking your spirit team. And with the King of Swords here, this is you listening. You're in an open state of receiving messages from your spirit guides, from the heavens. You're also surveying the ground below, the valley below, to see what information you can collect that way as well. And what you are collecting information on is basically, oh my goodness, wow, what are you moving through, Taurus? Holy shnikes. Oh, darling dear. All right, honey. Well, so this is a story of you searching for your new chapter, I believe, Taurus. For those that I'm reading for, something really crappy. I'm sorry, there's no great way to say it. Something very hurtful happened. You received clarity in the past, potentially clarity here. Something was slow moving in your life, something very tangible. I feel like it was love, okay? And here's why. Because we've got the Ace of Swords to the Seven of Cups, options. You received clarity about maybe the fact that you were an option. Ace of Wands, yes, that's the truth. There was confirmation in some way, shape, or form. And what that did is it really undermined, that's the word I'm looking for, undermined your sense of foundation, your sense of family. This is possibly with a deep soul bond, a soul connection that you had, where you thought they were part of your forever foundation. And it put you into the Queen of Pentacles mode, where you were really aware of how breadcrumbed you were. you became aware of some lies, some deception, some nefarious things going on behind your back done by what looks like the Emperor, followed by the Devil. So a very unhealthy Emperor. This is a masculine and a low vibration. Could be a codependent, controlling, and potentially even narcissistic. And I hate to say that. I don't say that lightly, Taurus. I don't, I promise. But look at this. Look at that sandwiched energy. We've got 7 of Swords, the Emperor, followed by the Devil. So someone in very toxic behavior, unfortunately, put you into this state, my darling dear. And poor thing. The 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. You've been trapped in anguish and pain, sleepless nights, lots of anxiety, the feeling of complete stuckness, not knowing how to basically rebuild. And that's why you had to climb into your power here, climb into this power of the King of Swords position. You're the authority of your life, and you're making head over heart decisions. You're utilizing your intuition as you take in more information, but you're still looking for answers. And what you're looking for answers are is on the path forward, the path ahead. What do you want to create for yourself now, right? What constitutes your 10 of Cups right now? And could be that you receive some kind of incoming information about this weekend that's going to help bring you the answers that you need, darling. So relax. I feel like as you relax, maybe that's when you receive. Okay, and this Page of Wands energy could be coming from another person, okay? Could be a conversation you have, it could be incoming message, it could be a new person entering in your life who's just really curious or piques your curiosity, Taurus. But what this could also be, is your own insights and wisdom sort of coming to the forefront as you give it a little bit of time. So I feel like Spirit's guiding you to disconnect this weekend, to relax, to stop the overthinking, stop looking for answers in this moment, and instead focus on what actually makes you happy, what you see as happiness for the long run, and be open to receiving, because information is on its way to you, darling. Okay, Taurus, I hope that helps you. Lots of love to you. Let's move on now to Gemini. All right, Gemini, let me just jot down the time. Welcome in. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome, welcome. Spirit, show me Gemini. What do they need to know for this Aries full moon, for the weekend energies as they shift into that full moon space? What messages does Spirit have for our Geminis? Geminis, don't forget to like and share, subscribe, hype the video, especially if it resonates with you. It takes you no time and truly helps your girl out. I appreciate it ever so much. Confidence, Gemini. Confidence is your key to success. This is new moon in Leo energy. So something could have opened up for you around Leo season, potentially. Let's take a look with tarot. Let's see if we see anything else. What's coming up for our Geminis, please, Spirit? Show us Gemini's energy. What messages do you have for Gemini for this weekend? What's the energy that they can be working with as they move into the full moon in Aries, beginning of the week? Show us Gemini, please. What is Gemini? And the confidence is the key to their success. Show us clearly, please, Spirit. All right, Gemini. Okay. Gemini, we have 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, the Emperor, 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Confidence is your key to success. So something that is a new vision, something that's really related to your own personal sense of self, that's a seed that you planted here. You're going to really have to stand in your truth. You're standing in that energy right now. Perhaps you're in an energy of really being ready to defend yourself in some way. Taking a sip, hold on. But with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about balancing, equal give and take, feeling reciprocity, feeling that what you invest into something, that you are also receiving that back. And there's something here at the center of the read where it's not, there's been something unknown to you, something withheld from you, something done behind your back even. Maybe you're feeling this energy and that's why you are on guard here in the 9 of Wands energy. But the 7 of Swords can denote someone lying to you, someone deceiving you potentially, someone being basically sneaky or something kind of nefarious going on right under your nose. But it's under the light of the moon, right? This person is hiding. They've got their back turned, their face is covered. And so under the light of the moon means that something is not yet known, but it's going to potentially be revealed to you. And it has to do with this equal give and take and this idea of power over. So the Emperor could be a person to you, Gemini, or it could be you being in your Emperor energy, taking authority, taking control over a situation, could be your life, could be this, you really stepping into a new version of self and defending who that is, needing to have confidence in order to do that. And maybe this is you here not wanting to show all of this yet to the world because you are still in the process. Let's see, what else do we have? So 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is, I think, about a person here, Gemini. Yep. Yeah, this is about a person. So I feel like what you are doing is I don't know if this Emperor is, it looks like it's current or you're going to discover something current this weekend. Okay, so again, take it however it lands, Gemini. This appears to be about a relationship that you had to walk away from in the past, something that you felt like was a soul bond to you, something that you hold a lot of nostalgia for, that felt like a soulmate connection, really near and dear to your heart. And it sent you into the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, which is really a withdrawn energy, needing to go within, needing to heal. And then it looks like you had a passionate new beginning that you manifested for yourself. It was definitely, I feel like, a rebound potentially. But it was someone who came in very quick. They might have been in and out, though. They might not have been very serious, right? There might have been even another person involved here with the 3 of Wands. So Knight of Cups to the 3 of Wands, lots of passion, lots of chemistry, lots of, sexy time here. But it could be that you didn't know that there was another energy involved in that situation, Gemini, and that is potentially why you are being put in the 9 of Wands, or I should say that you are in the Knight of Wands energy as we enter into this reading here. So there's definitely something about being on the same page with the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, equal give and take. Is the other person treating you fairly, pouring into you just the same as you are pouring into that situation? And so confidence is your key to success. New Moon in Leo, I feel like really is spirit guiding you to be strong in your sense of self, to have confidence in what you know is right and true for you. You know, have confidence, defend what is in your best interest, Gemini, for sure. Because it does seem that maybe something's going to come up here, and perhaps it's working its way into your awareness. Maybe you feel it. This could be that you sense it, you feel it. There's a withholding. There's something that feels a little fishy. Well, spirit, if that's the case, spirit's saying you're right, Gemini. There sure is. There sure is something here, darling. And it does relate to this Emperor energy in your life. I feel that this is the other person who is seeking to control the outcome here. Now, it doesn't have to be masculine, but this is masculine presenting, or someone in their more masculine energy here. The Emperor typically is a person in authority or authority figure, someone who is more dominant, more assertive, somebody who is looking to, whether done from a good place or not, someone who's looking to kind of control and orchestrate the situation. When they're in a very high vibrational energy, which this Emperor is upright, so I will give that Emperor that. They are at least upright and not in reverse. If the Emperor was in reverse, I would be telling you to watch out. But this Emperor is upright, so it looks like, you know, they could still be trying to control a situation to their best, their benefit. Maybe they're only giving you the information they want you to know, and that's got you in this state of feeling like it's not equal give and take, and you're feeling defensive about that, and it's time for you to assert yourself in that situation. You know, there's multiple ways that this energy can come to play, but what I'm really thinking, bottom line for you, Gemini, is that if you don't already know whatever the Seven of Swords energy is, I feel like it is going to be revealed to you after this Aries full moon. All right, let's move along to Cancer. Cancer. All right, babies, welcome in, Cancerians. Love to you. Hope you're doing well. All right, Spirit, show me Cancer's energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any significant Cancerian placements. What do they need to know for this weekend? What messages do you have from Spirit for our Cancers before they head into this full moon in Aries? All right, on the split, we saw you walking away and making a decision. All right, Cancer, show me Cancer. What do we have for Cancer, Spirit? Let's take a look for Cancer. What can they expect? Now, Cancer, if this video resonates, please consider giving it a like, hyping the video, subscribing to the channel. It truly, truly helps me, and I very deeply appreciate it. Only takes you a second and is a beautiful energy exchange. Let's get a Moonology card too. Spirit, show us Cancer, please. What messages, what guidance do you have for a Cancer for this weekend? Show us Cancer. All right. Let's get a message for Cancer, please, Spirit. It is work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio energy, Cancer. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So that could be, you know, this is Plutonian energy. This could be a little bit of shadow work. Let's see what the cards had for you. Yep, it is. I can already tell. All right. Emperor at the bottom of the deck for you, Cancer. So this could be you. This could be someone else in your life. Let's see, Emperor, Nine of Wands. What? So something where you've had to defend your position, defend something that maybe has been difficult for you to articulate, difficult for you to express to others, something that's very raw and vulnerable about yourself. And this weekend, what Spirit is guiding you to do is to actually step into your power and communicate. We've got Temperance here, which is really about you connecting into your higher aspect of self, Cancer, holding both poles. Do you see the two energy orbs in his hand? This is depicting the light and the shadow of self. You know, it's kind of depicting those things that we know that we love, and sometimes those uncomfortable shadow aspects of self that we don't always have clarity over, but we are moving through our soul's journey. You know, we're working with our spirit team, we're working with our divine aspect to kind of bring those into the light here. And what I have here is Four of Cups, Page of Wands, and Temperance with the Emperor. So this is you, you know, and Emperor is Nine of Wands, Emperor. So defending your position is you. Feel like you're defending your energy, you're defending your position, your belief system here, especially since we have Temperance. And it's over something that right now has got you feeling really disappointed, really hurt, maybe feeling a little left out, a little dejected, a bit sad, something that's kind of bumming you out here, Cancer. So weighing heavy on your heart that you need to communicate. And in order to do that, when you do communicate, what you are doing is you're actually working to alchemize some of these light and dark aspects of self. You're moving through some soul growth here. And it's really important, Spirit saying, to work through your fears, to have the courage. You know, we've got the Scorpion here, and that's about moving the toxins out. You know, the Scorpion has venom that needs to be extracted if you're stung by the Scorpion's tail. And this is, I feel like you were stung by the tail of the Scorpion here in the past. Something that hurt your heart. And you're manifesting healing, you're manifesting greater passion, greater vision. You're manifesting relationships that hold you in safety and hold you in your truth and don't challenge your sense of self, it feels like. And so there's something to do with something that hurt your heart here in the past that you need to communicate, or that an incoming message is coming to be communicated to you that's going to basically help you alchemize something this weekend, to move through some deeper soul growth, to sit with it, to allow that kind of toxin to be extracted from you, extracted from your heart space. So I actually love that for you. I would say look forward to some kind of cathartic healing type of experience potentially this weekend, Cancer. I hope that was helpful. Let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, all significant Leo placements. Spirit, show us Leo's energy, please, this weekend. What are they moving through as they head into this Aries full moon? What energies, what messages do you want to show our beautiful Leos for the weekend? Oh, okay. Well, I feel like that is for a reason. I'm taking these cards. Sometimes things happen and you just have to listen to the messages, Leo. So follow that message. Listen to your truth. Listen to your truth when it comes in. Show us Leo, please, Spirit. Show us Leo. What is this all about? Oh, all right, Leo. Oh, goodness gracious. So emotions are running high. We've got really amplified emotions this weekend. This is super moon energy. So really, really big emotions kind of coming to the surface. Asking you clearly, what do you need to release, right? What do you need to release? Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, this is your energy that you're coming in with, regardless of gender. And this is you really looking at, I love this. Okay, so you've gone inward, you did some personal healing work, and now you are ready to be seen by others in relationships for what really matters to you. You're aligning with your belief system more profoundly. And because you've aligned with your personal belief system more profoundly, now you are kind of calling in this love, manifesting love that matches you. And the Queen of Swords is someone who stands in their truth. So you're manifesting love from this space. You know, the Queen of Swords can often be depicted as someone who's kind of cold and detached, or can be cutting with her words. But I don't feel that for this energy at all, Leo. I feel that this is you coming into this space where you're good on your own. You don't need anybody. When someone is in your life, it's because they are, you've manifested them to be there because they're a true fit. They're a true fit in your energetic alignment. So what does that mean? Well, we've got you here working to build and grow and create this beautiful life. But central to that, you're coming from this space still where there is still some healing from the pain of the past. And now it might feel like lack or scarcity, or just having not received what you deserve to receive in relationships with other people. And so this could very well be that people are just not meeting you with your expectations. And there could be something that comes through this weekend that leaves you feeling less than. It leaves you feeling a little out in the cold, a little bit sad, a little depressed, a little bit alone, potentially. And that could have your emotions really running high. So I feel like Spirit is saying there's something, you know, all your manifestations are on the way actually to you right now, Leo. But there's still something that needs to be cleared. And what that has to do with is whatever shadow work that you may still have relating to your sense of self and your ability to receive that, to be deserving of that in your life. So you're in this position where you know what you want, you're holding your energy, you're calling it in, it's being manifested by the universe here. You've done all the work, but now you're shifting your belief and you're opening up. So Spirit is saying, open your mind, receive new perspectives, receive new wisdom, new information, something that is going to basically allow you to shift that energy to give you the different perspective and remind you that you're always held in love. That what we need to release is anything that kind of stands in the way of the love we desire. So if you don't believe that you are worth it, or if you don't trust people to show up for you properly, you know, tune into however you're feeling this energy show up for you this weekend. But Spirit is guiding you to get a new perspective on whatever that is and to release those shadows, because that, my friend, is what's standing in the way of these manifestations falling in to your life. I hope that was helpful. Take care, my beautiful Leos, and don't forget to like and hype and subscribe to the video. Let's move on now. Just jot down the time. We're going on to, last but not least, Virgo. Hey, Virgo, baby. Welcome in. Spirit, show us a little about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any significant Virgo placements. What does Virgo need to know heading into this weekend, heading into the Aries full moon? What messages do you have for our beautiful Virgos? Let us see. Three of Swords keeps wanting to jump out, Virgo. What's going on? Let's see. For Virgo, Spirit, one more. Show us the energy that Virgo is working with this weekend. Any messages that you have for them? Virgo, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee here. Hold. Thank you. All right, Virgo, let's get a Moonology card for you as well. Spirit, show us Virgo's energy. What messages might you have to support the tarot for Virgo, please? For this weekend as they move. All right. What is this? The answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini energy here, Virgo. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is basically your ruler. Oh, Virgo. Ouchie. Answers you need are coming. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So male or female, Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. She's associated with being an entrepreneur, being someone who is able to cultivate everything that she needs from a very independent space. This is a single and abundant type of energy here. But it's a nurturing energy, it's a loving energy, and it's an energy that wants to take care of those around her. You could be a caretaker yourself in some capacity. Let's see here. So something could have been cutting, could have been said. There could have been some passionate, maybe even harsh communication that created, and this could have come from someone representing, the King of Cups type of energy in your life, Virgo. Someone who is making kind of a head over heart decision, but typically is heart-based. However, the King of Cups can come across as emotionally detached at times, especially if they're not in their highest vibratory energy. But it looks like there was some cutting words. I feel like this King of Cups was involved here. This energy was involved. So this is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine present, or someone more in their masculine who's maybe coming through a little emotionally unavailable or detached here, not meeting you entirely. Those cutting words or that conversation could have been even a passionate argument. Something created a Three of Swords situation. We saw that on the split as I was shuffling the deck, and then you were sent into the Four of Swords, so into a healing situation. You yourself felt left out in the cold, alone, perhaps, definitely sad and depressed. And I feel like it was about this desire for passionate love offer, desire for chemistry, maybe even to be reignited. It's definitely about an in and out type of energy here with the Knight of Cups. So it could have been about passion that didn't last or didn't stay. And so then here you are. So that's the background of the story, Virgo, leading you up to this Queen of Pentacles energy, again, whether male or female. So this weekend, what we've got is the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This is you taking another perspective, having two minds, tuning into kind of that higher mind, lower mind, or that mercurial element that you are so adept at naturally. And then we've got you walking away. You walking away from something that has been painful. We've got 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Ace of Wands. So you're ready to leave behind the conflict, the pain, the strife, the competition, any kind of jealousy or envy, or basically that uncomfortable mental energy of struggle, anxiety, stress, pressure. You're walking away from that, and it's related to this in and out energy that left you feeling out in the cold, needing to heal, someone who perhaps was emotionally distant, someone here who passionately communicated some harsh words, and it was after holding back from building. So now here you're being made aware with this Ace of Wands of that passionate way forward, of that inspiration of how to handle basically the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Swords that you've been dealing with, darling. So the answers you need are coming. I feel like this is you needing to go within. Queen of Pentacles in this particular deck. She's got her eyes closed and she's looking very zen-like. So Virgo, I'm really feeling like for you this weekend, your advice is to go within, to get zen, to get comfy, to put yourself in a really lavish, luxurious, comfortable situation there, and then allow this to roll through you. I feel like as you sit in that zen, as you walk away and you release this stress, this is you, the 10 of Swords, you are walking away from all of those swords, all of that mental anguish, this constant feeling like there's been a competition, there's been maybe lies or just difficulties going on that you've been participating in that have been stressing you the heck out. I feel personally like there's this feeling of you having been attacked based on looking at the figure in this card. Being attacked by outside forces of stress even. You know, receiving false information that's making your head hurt. And you have the insight after you take this beat for yourself, the answers you need are coming. I feel like the answers are probably coming with the full moon. This is full moon energy. So Ace of Wands is on the way. Your inspiration, your passion, it's going to be reignited. You're going to see the way through this, Virgo, whatever you're moving through. So give yourself the permission to just fully release the past, I feel like. All right. If you've made it this far, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for hanging out with me. This concludes our all signs for now. I'm going to be back with some full moon messages. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be trying some new videos here, trying to fool around with the algorithm, see what works and how we can reignite the channel. So I appreciate your support as I do so. Take good care, and I'll see you all next time. Much love. Bye-bye.